Hello boys and girls. Today I'm going to teach you all about crocodile sums. Doesn't that sound like fun? Well, we all know what a crocodile looks like. And crocodiles are such lovely animals. They just get very, very hungry. And I'm sure you all know a crocodile's got a great big mouth. And if we look at his great big mouth, he's got very sharp teeth. Lots of sharp teeth in his mouth. Now boys and girls, crocodiles get very hungry, just like we do. And crocodiles like to eat. They like to eat big things. They will find the biggest thing that they can catch and they will eat it. Now boys and girls, I want you to look at this. If I gave one sweet over here, one chocolate, and I had 3 chocolates over here, which chocolate would you like, this pile or would you like this pile? Which one's bigger? Well, this is bigger. We can even pile it up like this. This is bigger. This has got 3 chocolates and this has only got 1. Which one would you like? I'm sure you'd like the 3. Well, the crocodile's the same. The crocodile will also choose the biggest pile of chocolate. Well, let's have a look at how we work out a crocodile sum. I'm going to show you. Boys and girls, this is like our crocodile's mouth. Now this mouth is open wide. And what do you think it's going to bite? The bigger bunch or the smaller bunch? It's going to bite the biggest one, isn't it? So boys and girls, when I look at this and I look at these down here, I've got the smaller one is on this side and the bigger one is on this side. So if I took this and I put it down, this tells me that the crocodile is going to eat the bigger bunch because his mouth is open facing the bigger bunch of chocolate, isn't it? Now boys and girls, if I had to change this and I had to put a sign like this, now this one tells me that the crocodile is going to eat the bunch on this side. Do you think the crocodile would eat the smaller one? No, that's wrong. The crocodile definitely wants to eat the bigger one. So that would be our answer. Now boys and girls, what if we had 2 the same? What if I had 2 chocolates here and I had 2 chocolates here? What do you think the crocodile would do to that? Well, boys and girls, I think the crocodile would be a bit confused and he wouldn't be sure which one to choose. So he might just close his mouth and think for a while. Now, boys and girls, you all know what this means. This is the equal sign. And this sign means that this side is the same as this side. So when we say that our sum equals a number, we say that the sum is the same as the answer. So just the same here, we have a look. So here we say this pile has the same number of chocolates as this pile. So boys and girls, that's how we do the sums, but now we're going to have a look at it. When we answer a crocodile sum, we simply need to put in equals or same as. We need to say that this side is bigger than this side. Or we need to say that this side is bigger than this side. So now boys and girls, the easy way to remember it is to think of our crocodile's mouth. Now on this side, there's a little crocodile, and over here we have a great big crocodile. And so this mouth is going to bite the biggest of them. Okay, so now if we look up here, boys and girls, this crocodile has his mouth open there. So that tells me that something on this side is what he's going to eat. Whereas this crocodile is coming this way. And that tells me that the biggest thing is going to be over here. So boys and girls, the crocodile opens his mouth only for the biggest number. So we need to look at the open side of the crocodile's mouth for the big number. He's opening it nice and wide to fit that big number in. So boys and girls, when we answer the question, we've got to look at our numbers. So let's have a look at some numbers that I've done. So now these ones here are the sums that you would get. This is how you would see them. They give you a number on this side and a number on that side. So now boys and girls, our first sum that we're looking at says 16 and 2. Now boys and girls, I'm sure I don't have 16 chocolates in the house. So we're going to use something else. So now, my first number, boys and girls, that I've got here is 16. So, which do you think is bigger? Do you think 16 is bigger? Or do you think 2 is bigger? Well, let's have a look and see, just in case. So, this can has 16 tiles. So let's have a look. I'm going to put all these 16 tiles out. And we're going to lay them all out on the table here so that you can see all these tiles. So this is 16 tiles, boys and girls. 16 counters, all laid out here. Sure, that's quite a handful there. And what's our other number? Our other number is 2. So in this tin, I have 2 counters, 2 tiles. So let's have a look. I'm going to put my 2 tiles. So boys and girls, which pile is bigger? 16, yes. 16 is bigger. So now, if you were a crocodile and you wanted to eat the biggest number, which number would you eat? Yes, you would eat 16. So boys and girls, to eat 16, we need to put the symbol that looks like this. Because we are saying that this side is bigger than this side. So 16 is bigger than 2. So the mouth of the crocodile is open next to the number 16. Now let's change it. Let's do the next one. So if that is what my answer is, I need to write it. Now you're not going to have a whole lot of crocodile mouths to use. You just need to use your pencil. So boys and girls, we looked at it. We said 16 was bigger than 2. So I need to write it with the open mouth next to 16. So that, boys and girls, is what I write. 16 is bigger than 2. Now if we go on the other side here, we've got a different number. We've got 1 and 7. Now I'm sure you know which one's bigger. I'm sure you can work that out. So boys and girls, we are going to take these ones away. And here I've got 7. Let's move this. We need to work this one out first. So we've got 7 on one side and we've got 1 on the other side. So the first number is 1. So let's put 1 there. And our next number is 7. That's right. So now I'm going to put 7 tiles. 7 counters over here. Now boys and girls, which pile is bigger? Do you think 1 is bigger? Or do you think 7 is bigger? 7, definitely 7 is bigger. It's got more. So we're going to then take this card. Now this card shows you that 1 is at the smaller side and 7 is where the crocodile's got his mouth wide open and he's going to eat it. So we've got an answer that 7 is bigger than 1. So now boys and girls, we're going to write it here. So this time when we had this side was bigger, 16 was bigger. But on this one, that side is bigger. So we're just going to do the crocodile's mouth open, facing the 7. Because the crocodile is going to eat the 7. So there you have it, boys and girls. Now, sometimes it gets really tricky. And we get a sum that looks different. If we have a look at our next sum, boys and girls, our next sum says 8 and 8. What does that mean? Which one's bigger? Do you think 8 is bigger? Or 8 that doesn't make any sense, boys and girls. Let's have a look at it. So I have to put out 8 tiles. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I put out another 8 tiles on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Boys and girls, what do you notice? Is one bigger? No. They're the same, that's right. They're the same number. So they're the same. So now what's the crocodile going to do? He's going to have to think. He's going to have to close his mouth and think. And boys and girls, as soon as the crocodile closes his mouth, we get an equals to sign. We get a sign that says the same as. So we can say this number is the same as this number. So boys and girls, that's when we'd use this one. So all we have to do when we're writing it in our book, where it says 8 and 8, we're simply going to put an equal sign, just like that, boys and girls. Now, let's have a look at this and see if we can do them together. I'm going to take this away. So, boys and girls, over here, our next sum says 14 and 9. Which number do you think is bigger? 14 and 9. Well, I think you're right. I think 14 is the bigger number. So if it's the bigger number, remember the crocodile has to open his mouth nice and wide to swallow that 14. So we are going to have this nice wide mouth at number 14. Now, let's carry on. We have 5 and 17. 5 and 17. Well, boys and girls, 5, there's 5. 17, well, I don't have 17 fingers. If I had my fingers and my toes, I could make 17. Which number do you think is bigger? Yes, 17 is bigger. So boys and girls, if 17 is the bigger number, we know that the crocodile needs to open his mouth nice and wide to swallow 17. So we're going to have our crocodile's mouth wide open at number 17. Now, let's look at the next one. On this side, we've got 3. On the other side, we've got 12. So, boys and girls, 3 or 12, which one's bigger? 12, that's, oh, you're just too clever, hey? Because remember, when we count, we go 1, 2, 3, and then we have to keep going. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we know that 12 is a bigger number because we have to keep counting before we get there. So boys and girls, if 3 is the smaller number and 12 is the bigger number, where should the crocodile's mouth be nice and open to? Which number should it be open wide to fit in the number? 12, that's right, boys and girls. So we're going to have a big open mouth for number 12. Now, let's look down here. We have number 13 and number 6. So, let's see. When we count, we can see which one we come to first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I've got to 6. Have I got to 13 yet? No. So let's keep going. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So boys and girls, which is our bigger number? Our bigger number is 13. So boys and girls, if our bigger number is 13, then we need to face our crocodile so that our crocodile can take a nice big bite out of 13. And to face him that way, remember the big opening face is number 13. The mouth is open wide to eat number 13. Now the last one, boys and girls, we've got number 4 and number 4. Which one's bigger, boys and girls? Well, let's have a look at this. This is confusing. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4. The other one is 1, 2, 3, 4. Boys and girls, I think those are the same. Do you agree? Yes, they are the same. So what do we do? What does our crocodile do when the numbers are the same? He closes his mouth and he has to think a little while. And when he closes his mouth, what symbol does he make? He makes an equals to or the same as. Right, so we need to now write our equals to the same as. And that tells us that 4 is the same as 4. Well done, boys and girls. I think that now you understand all about crocodile sums. Now, boys and girls, you're going to do some worksheets on this and you can watch the video anytime to help you. I hope that helps.